Lucas, and I am here to help you with this course today. So hang on one second. Let me get started. First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to Introduction to Criminology. I am the professor who will be recording the lecture for you today. However, if you have questions about specifics of the course, I urge you to look at the syllabus and ask the instructor who's teaching this course. In this lecture, what I'm going to do is outline to you what we're going to be looking at this course and go over the goals and some important facts, all right? Just to get you set up so that you can do well in this course. So first of all, the course is Introduction to Criminology, and the purpose of this course is to give you a wide overview of the criminal justice system so you get a better idea of the issues that we'll be looking at throughout the course of the semester, all right? The unit that we're on this week will be looking at issues involving we'll be looking at issues involving the course and getting you situated. Throughout the following weeks, we'll have units on law and courts, a unit on policing, a unit on corrections, a unit on criminological theory, as well as a unit on social justice. One of the main goals throughout this program, and it's part of a redesign that we've done, and I'm going to talk about that more in the next slide, is we're trying to improve your writing skills. So you're going to notice as you work this program, a number of our courses are going to involve writing assignments. This will be no exception. All right. Now, I want to tell you what the assignments are so you can get an idea of what your expectations are. First of all assignments will be due on Friday, with the exception of the last assignment, which will be due on Thursday. There'll be 7 modules in this course. Units 1 through 6 will have weekly short answer questions. Those will be worth 5% each. And what those questions will be is information from the material and the lecture, and you'll be asked to write a paragraph to answer the given question. Also, on units 2 through 6, you'll have a 500 to 800 word essay that will involve you having to do outside research to answer the question. All right. Those essays are worth 10% each. The first 4 of these essays, the first 3 of these essays will involve you using any source that you want. And then in the latter 2 essays, we'll have you go to the library and get information from journals. Lastly, in Unit 7, you will not have any reading assignments. However, it will be a research paper that will be approximately 1,250 to 1,500 words long. Now, you're going to notice there are not traditional quizzes in this, although the short answer questions will be loaded in an assignment format. And many people ask why we do this, and I asked the undergraduate director of the program. I just kind of want to give you a little information. Every few years, we do focus groups with our alumni, and the goal of those focus groups is so that we can better work the program so that students get the skills they need when they graduate. And during our last alumni focus group, it kind of surprised us because normally when we put writing assignments out, people are not always the most happiest. However, when our alumni came back, they told us they wished that they did more writing. So part of the change that we're incorporating over the next few years is to add more writing assignments and take them in place of traditional quizzes. And you'll see from the setup of this course, that's exactly how this is designed to work. All right. Now, few things that I want to go over before we start, because it's something that's going to be crucial for you to be able to do research, and to be honest, it's something you're going to want to have for you as you go to the outside world. All right? It's when to use citations. All right? Now, first of all, my first bullet point there, I agree wholeheartedly. I don't like using citations either. However, they're an essential element to academic work. Because in academic work, what we're looking to do is look at information from others normally, or get some background from someone else, and then build on that with what we're doing. Now, in the social sciences, both criminology and sociology are no exceptions. The APA citation format is used. APA citations are from the American Psychological Association. They do change from time to time. You'll note as part of this unit, I have placed a website that will give you APA citation formats. I suggest that you hold this link and keep it with you throughout your career in the program. I think you'll find it invaluable. Now, when do you cite? You cite whenever you use any information or ideas that are not yours. Now, in these research assignments, for example, you're going to be getting information from an outside source. That will require a citation. However, when you process that information and give your opinion, on that material, that will not require a citation. Now, when to use quotation marks? You need to use quotation marks whenever you use something verbatim. Now, many of you, we're going to talk about plagiarism in the next slide. Many of you try to get around plagiarism by using long quotes from articles, and I want you to know that's not really accepted form. Your best bet, while that will avoid a charge of plagiarism, it doesn't show us that you've really processed the material. Your best way when finding an article, all right, is to look at it and use your quotes sparingly when you're trying to make a major point. For example, something that would prove a point would be the mayor said about the program that this is a boondoggle. All right, that's something that needs emphasis and it's a major point. However, on the other hand, if you're describing the plan that the mayor was discussing, rather than going word for word and just putting it in quotation marks, what you want to do is take that plan and put it in your own words. So, for example, you might want to say, the plan called for the parking lot to be located 500 feet from the sidewalk and would have 3 entrances on different streets or something of that nature, all right? You want to use your own words to describe that and put it in a way that everyone can understand. Finally, in everything that you do that involves citation in this course and going forward, you will want to have a references page that lists a full bibliographic reference to the source that you've used. Now, one thing I need to emphasize, I didn't mean to know, but I want you to know, is that we have been having a lot of trouble with plagiarism. And I want to take this opportunity to go over plagiarism a little bit. You'll also notice as part of this week's reading assignment, you will actually be directed to links on what constitutes plagiarism as well as the honor code. But the best thing I can tell you about plagiarism is just don't do it, all right? Why do we take plagiarism so seriously in college? Let me explain. Our goal in college is to take you to the next level, all right? Unlike high school, where by and large you are memorizing information, in college we want to teach you to critically think about something and develop your own ideas on the material, basically taking you that next step. And that ability to critically think is why employers value students that have bachelor's degrees so much more higher than candidates that simply have a high school education. Plagiarism goes completely against this goal, so we deal with it severely because it goes against our entire mission of what we are trying to do. Or put a different way, plagiarism is cheating. Now, I want to warn you that in your writing assignments, we will be using anti-plagiarism software. That software is really, really good. When I started teaching, what we would do when we wanted to look for plagiarism is we would look for something that just wasn't right. We would then go into Google, look for the article, and see if we could find the article, and we would present it to the student. We now have software that does just that. And more importantly, the software also compares the work that you have done to work of other students to see how similar these things are. I will say that our software catches plagiarism probably about 99% of the time, and based on our experience, we're able to catch it the other 1%. Now, in the digital age, we are finding that plagiarism is more common just because there's more web sources out there, and there's that tendency for people to want to copy and paste, thinking that we do not know these sources. Please do not do that. This will be caught. Now, I want to give you 2 common forms of plagiarism that we've been dealing with significantly over the past few years. The first one is that the same paper is used in more than one class, commonly called the twofer. To clarify, and you'll see this when you actually read what constitutes plagiarism, everything you submit in every class in college must be an original work unless the professor has allowed you to do otherwise. Submitting the same paper twice constitutes plagiarism, all right? And that will be dealt with again through our various conduct codes that deal with plagiarism. The other form of plagiarism that we see a lot is that when students are reading something and it's something they may not completely understand, all right, what they'll do is they'll just take it and they'll change 1 or 2 words in the sentence and then claim that as their own work. That is not independent work. That is simply changing a word or 2 in a sentence. That constitutes plagiarism as well. Again, keep in mind, if it's not an original thought, it constitutes plagiarism. Plagiarism is very important, and you're going to read the various steps that can be taken involving plagiarism. At the least, you will likely get a 0 on the assignment. However, Plagiarism has been known to lead to expulsion from the university. Now, I really don't want to scare you with all of this, and I apologize if I had. However, if you're unfamiliar with writing and you think you might need a little help with either grammar, whether something constitutes plagiarism or not, or you just want a second set of eyes to look your assignment over before you hand it in, I want to let you know that we have a really good writing center here at A-State. I've actually listed here their homepage. All you need to do is go to astate.edu and hit writing in A to Z. You should find the Writing Center homepage. However, many of our online students choose not to take advantage of it because it's located in the library. I want to let you know that please don't let that stop you. You can email them assignments that you want to look at, and they will either have Skype sessions with you or Zoom meetings. So please take advantage of that resource. It's there for you, and it's there to help you succeed. Alrighty? If you have any questions, there will be a short answer quiz. Again, this unit does have a short answer quiz that will deal with items from the syllabus as well as things that you've read, as well as items in this lecture. If you have any other questions, we are here to help. Our goal in this program is to have you succeed and to have you graduate. So anything that we can do to make that happen, please let us know. And once again, welcome to Intro to Criminology. Thank you very much.